Good morning, investors and traders. This is Naim Azam, Chief Market Analyst at Evertrade, and welcome to our daily technical analysis video. In today's segment, I wanted to look at Bitcoin. I wanted to answer this question and maybe have a deeper conversation why Bitcoin is not moving higher, why the price is still struggling. So that is exactly what we'll be discussing. As always, it is important for us to go through this disclaimer which is right in front of you. If you have any questions, please feel free to get back to us now. As always, we will begin the conversation by looking at the BTC chart, Bitcoin chart on the daily time frame first. So we have three different moving averages to begin with. Firstly, it is your 50-day simple moving average shown in pink, followed by that is your 100-day simple moving average, and then finally your 200-day simple moving average. Now, clearly, what we are seeing, one particular factor over here is that the price is trading above the 150 and 200-day simple moving average. So this confirms to us that yes, the trend, the overall trend in terms of a Bitcoin price is skewed to the upside. Yes, it is true that we have seen very decent retracement from its all-time high of 58,350. Price went all the way just below that 44,000 price level, but it stayed above that 50-day simple moving average. Now, the question really is, where do we go from here? Are we going to see some momentum coming into the market? Now, as you can see, when the price sort of stopped ahead of the 50-day simple moving average, and we saw this slight upward momentum. Now, this upward momentum was a lot of that was coming from large number of positive news, which came out on the market, which confirmed that yes, this recent pullback that we've seen was very much supported by more buying, and that more buying was happening among institutional traders than anything else. But over here again, we are seeing the momentum failing to move to the upside and confirming us that look, the positive news, all that positive news that we are seeing in the market is really failing to keep Bitcoin prices to the upside, and that is certainly a major concern. However, one major factor for us to pay attention to is that we definitely do not want the price to break below this particular low, the low of this candle, and we will measure that low, the reading of that very soon, because if it breaks below that, then the likely chances are the price will not be able to stay above the 50-day simple moving average. We may break from here and then move towards the next important area of support, which is just around that 37,000, and that area of support comes from the fact from here. Now, of course, the total zone of that support will be just right over here. We are encompassing lines around this particular candle, and be hoping for prices to move from here to the upside, provided if the price breaks below the low of this candle. Now, if the price continues to violate this support level as well, then the next area of support, in our opinion, is going to be right over here. It's going to be between that 33,640 to 32,000 or so, just above or near that 100-day simple moving average on the daily time frame. So these are the three important support areas that you definitely wanted to pay attention to. And again, once again, I'm gonna just get rid of all of these particular lines. The most important one is the low of this particular candle that we are very much focused on. Now we could see two possibilities what the price could potentially what the price could do is the price could continue its journey to the downside, and we could potentially see the price coming right over here just like that. Now if the price comes and then it forms a price action like that where it is just going and then staying above that, then we will have a confirmation that look, the price has actually formed a double bottom, the first bottom being over here and the second bottom being over here. So from here onwards, what is likely to happen from there is the price will start to move sharply back to the upside, and then we can see some really big strong candles coming which can really push the price to the upside. So the next important area of resistance in terms of a price action then will be to really cross above the high of this particular candle, and I'm talking about the high of this candle. And the moment the price is able to break above the high of this particular candle right over here, then the momentum will really continue to the upside, and we will continue to form more candles, more highs, and eventually breaking to the new all-time high. So that is the possibility that we could see in relation to this particular price action. However, if the price doesn't do that and it fails to stay above it, then we have discussed the support zone being over here, we discussed the support zone over being here, we discussed the support zone being over here. Then those are the possibilities that we'll be very much looking at. Before we finish off the conversation, one important thing that I want you guys to pay attention to is the 4-hour time frame. On the 4-hour time frame, what we're seeing is the price failing to stay above these moving averages and consistently moving to the downside. The major average that we'll be looking at is the 200-day simple moving average. If it breaks below that, the game will be over. Bulls will lose strength and market will really start to move to the downside from there onwards. All right, folks, that's all for now. See you guys next time.